With Carrie for the acoustic singer. I hope maybe you've had some success with the breathing and being more relaxed and thinking about being relaxed around where you're vocalizing so that you can let the sound come out better. And everyone sounds better singing when they are balanced and relaxed. I know sometimes you see those singers really up at straining and veins popping out of their neck on those high notes and everything. But I really think the really classy singers are calm, cool, and collected all the time. And yes, sometimes I get going and I'm singing way with lots of energy and going after it too. But just take it from me, this balanced, relaxed, tone-centered way of approaching singing hopefully will really open up your tone and you let your voice come out and ring the room and spread the joy wherever you go with your singing. So that's what I want to accomplish with these lessons. Let's talk about it a little more. The breathing from the diaphragm takes a while to get used to. So there may be some of you that are frustrated right now saying, my stomach doesn't go out when I do the breathing like in lesson 1, and my shoulders are still going up. So I say, don't fear. It takes a while to establish this awareness, and it takes practice. It's a muscle. The diaphragm is a muscle. It takes a while to build up some strength and get a handle on it. So I say give yourself 2 or 3 weeks of fiddling with it and trying to get used to it. And the real proof is, can you hold your notes longer? Can you, sing for longer without taking a break? Sing more words without breathing when you used to have to breathe before? Are those high notes popping out a little better, I hope, because of the exercise that has been powering you up? And if not, don't fret. Hopefully later it will come. I was going to give you another exercise for if you're having trouble getting your stomach to go out and filling your lungs around the bottom, and you're still using your shoulder and you don't know how to change things up to drop your carriage. Drop your carriage down to lower levels of control down here. Here's something that's kind of foolproof. It's called the books exercise. And what you do is you lie down on the floor or on your bed or on the couch or something. You lie down somewhere where you can lie flat. And the beauty of this is that that's your perfect posture. Lying down, you're definitely going to be relaxed. Your spine is going to just relaxedly be lined up. You're not going to be holding your head on top of your body like some of you people do. Not good. Your head is supposed to be relaxed, because if you tense up around your jaw and everything, you're going to strangle your tone. And you won't be as loud, and your vowels won't be as pretty. You won't stir as many hearts with your beautiful songs. So lie down on something flat and have your arms below you there. Release your shoulders, go through your body and try to relax everything. Let gravity pull. Then put some books, some heavy books on your stomach below your diaphragm. And just to further explain it a little bit more, your diaphragm is a muscle that's a large flat muscle that when it's relaxed, it's just kind of hanging out below your lungs. And when it is activated, it pulls down and stretches out, making more space for you to breathe in. Now, one group of people that breathe like this are swimmers. So if you think about how you've held your breath for a long time underwater and you come up, what that feels like to fill all your air, all your lungs full of air after you've held your, I don't want y'all to hold your breath for a long time, but if you have experienced that as a child or recently swimming, that's the same kind of thing we're trying to do. So the diaphragm pulls down, all the organs below the diaphragm pooch out, and that means you're doing it right. Your lungs will naturally expand like bags of air. That's what they are, bags of air. You've got your bronchial tubes. The air comes in your mouth, down your trachea, out through the bronchial tubes, and expands them. And that will, so you don't need to help them do that. Just let that happen and try to pull all the action down lower. And you can control your diaphragm with your mind. You can get some control over that. Some things are involuntary in there, but your diaphragm, you can work that out. The other muscles that you can use to help this are the intercostal muscles. And that's the muscles around these little floating ribs at the very bottom here. They're not directly attached to the sternum. They have some leeway, and there's little muscles between them, and you can pull those out. So sometimes I tell folks to imagine an inner tube around your stomach, below your lungs, and you fill that up. It helps to think about it 360. Think about filling up the back, filling up your back, the back of your lungs. They don't just come out this way. They come out all around. So try the book exercise if you're having trouble getting control over this. When I work with students that are still in school, I say practice this while you're sitting in class. Practice breathing in and out through your nose and disengaging your shoulders. And breathing in a way that your stomach goes in and out. And as you're breathing and relaxing, tunnel inside and let go of your throat. You may have noticed that I did some moving in the previous exercises for the longest note and for the sipping out through this, blowing out through a straw exercise. And that's because as that exercise is happening, as I'm breathing and I'm focusing on it, I'm checking in with different parts of my body and I'm saying, make sure, drop that throat. Release this hinge right here. There's no need to be holding it in like that. Ooh. Sometimes I do visualizations like, let all that tension leak out the ends of my fingers. Feels really good. Feels really good. I think about when I breathe in deeply and fully that I'm taking oxygen in. I don't even have to think of it. You can start to feel good from breathing in extra oxygen. You double in your oxygen. Feels good. So just get in connection with all these different things. And learn to snap into that type of breathing before you practice. It helps you get your focus, your frame of mind right. Helps you focus on yourself and your singing, which is what you should do as an artist. I don't mean become an egomaniac. I mean that as a singer, as a person singing a song, you are the instrument. And so you need to be having the best playing your instrument well. Manipulate yourself so that you have the best sound possible. All right, so let's do some deep breathing as a warm-up for whatever singing you're going to do today. Around the tire. Out through your nose, in through your nose, and lengthen it each time. Here we go. Out. In. Turn it around without holding it and out. Think of it like a figure eight. And in. Turn around. Controlling from the diaphragm. I realize I'm going over some stuff I've gone over before, but I do know it takes a while to get going with it, and I just want you to revisit it. And I thought I'd hit it from a different angle. So I want to add another exercise now. This is kind of silly, and it doesn't have any singing in it. It's called Darth Vader breathing. Darth Vader breathing. The idea about this is that you open up the first big space your voice hits. You got your air filled up. The air comes up through the trachea, hits the vocal folds, involuntarily controlled by the brain to produce a pitch. The pitch goes up. The first big opening the vibrations go into is the pharynx, and that is at the back of the throat, and it's that little area where your air could come out your mouth or it could go up through your nose. And you want to have both those passageways available. And I'm sure you're thinking, how in the world do I control this? And that's why I'm saying the focus and the breathing is so important. And as you're singing, you think, how do I think about all this while I'm singing? As you're singing and hold long notes, be checking in with this stuff. Is the back of my, you don't ask yourself questions, but you just drop the back of your throat. Whew, drop your jaw. Sink into your feet. Relax your arms. Put your head on. All right, the Darth Vader breathing opens the back of your throat, and it's the sensation from this breathing exercise that is advantageous to a rich, full, beautiful tone, because that's the first open space your voice hits, and it sets the beauty of your tone for the rest of your singing. Okay, the way you do it is you close your mouth and you breathe in and out through your nose in a way that you make an audible kind of seething noise in the back of your throat. It's like you're about to snore, or like a sleeping dog makes this sound. And I hope the microphone picks this up, but it sounds like this. Let's see. So if you can feel that little spot in the back of your throat, and you can hear that sound, then you're doing it right. So being aware of that, being able to create that openness while you're singing will give you better tone. Let's see if I can sing a little something with that openness in the back of my throat. Remember and do pray for me, who's lost a precious friend. My dear companions passed away, and like a dove I'll moan. Just a little song that's been in my head. Big long notes. I thought that might be fun to try. So do your Darth Vader breathing and try to sing a song through that space, and that'll be your workout for today. I'll add one more thing that we'll talk about next time. Try to open your vowel sounds on every syllable as long as possible. That is where the singing is. The singing is on the vowels. The consonants are when your mouth is closed. The vowels are when your mouth is open. So get the big lungs full of air. Relaxation, openness in the back of the throat. Push it out. Sing on long vowels every time, and you'll have big, beautiful, long, round notes, and people will be like, what has been happening with their singing? Really sounds good. All right, good luck. Have a great day of singing. We'll see you at the next lesson.